Introduction. Welcome to this guide on creating memorable mishaps in video game design. Humor has always been an integral part of video games, and a well-placed joke or a witty punchline can make a game more enjoyable and memorable to players. In this video, we'll explore different ways to add humor to your game, from hidden Easter eggs to hilarious glitches. We'll also showcase some of the most successful examples of humor in popular games and provide tips and tricks for game designers at all levels to create their own comedic moments that will keep players laughing and engaged. So, let's dive in. In a world of game design, humor can be a powerful tool to establish the tone of your game. Games like Borderlands and Saints Row use humor to set themselves apart from other serious games, while games like Undertale use humor to subvert the player's expectations and provide a unique experience. To set your game's tone with humor, consider the genre, art style, and story you want to tell. A humorous tone can be achieved through clever dialogue, absurd situations, and quirky characters. However, it's important to remember that humor needs to be used correctly, and using it too much or in inappropriate ways can backfire and put players off. Easter eggs and references are a staple of video games, and they can be an excellent way to inject some humor into your game while rewarding players for exploring your game world. Easter eggs can range from small nods to pop culture to full-blown mini-games hidden in your game's world. Games like Grand Theft Auto and Fallout are famous for their Easter eggs, which can provide players with a laugh or even hint at future plot points. To create successful Easter eggs, think outside the box and use nods to things that are popular or meaningful to your target audience. Clever writing and dialogue can be one of the most effective ways to make players laugh and keep them engaged. Games like Monkey Island and Psychonauts are famous for their witty and absurd dialogue, which keeps players entertained throughout the game. To write memorable dialogue, take inspiration from films and TV shows with clever writing, and use your characters' personalities to craft unique jokes and one-liners. Keep in mind that your dialogue should match the tone of your game and your audience's sensibilities. While glitches are usually considered an annoyance in games, they can also provide a source of humor and entertainment for players. Games like Goat Simulator and Octodad take advantage of this, using glitches in their gameplay mechanics to create absurd and hilarious moments. To create humorous glitches, experiment with your game mechanics and try to push them to their limits. However, it's important to ensure that these glitches don't interfere with the core gameplay and don't frustrate players. Timing and delivery are crucial when it comes to humor in video games. Jokes and punchlines need to be well-timed and well-delivered to be effective. Games like Portal and the Stanley Parable use the player's expectations against them, creating humorous moments that catch players off guard. To deliver successful jokes, consider the pacing of your game and the player's experience. Try to create moments of tension that can be broken by a well-timed joke, and use visual humor and comic timing to enhance your jokes. In the gaming industry, humor can be a powerful marketing tool, making games stand out from the competition and generating buzz for upcoming releases. Many games release funny trailers or gameplay videos to build hype and demonstrate their unique selling points. Humor can also be used effectively in game design to create a sense of community and engagement among players. Games like Among Us and Fall Guys, for example, use humor to create a sense of camaraderie among players and encourage them to work together. In conclusion, humor can be an essential part of game design, adding a unique and enjoyable element that can keep players engaged throughout the game. Through exploring different techniques, from clever writing to humorous glitches, game designers can create memorable and enjoyable moments for players. Remember, humor needs to be used correctly and in appropriate ways, so consider your game's tone, audience, and story before injecting humor into your game. We hope this guide has provided you with valuable tips and tricks, and we look forward to seeing your humorous and engaging games in the future.